Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time. And today is a bit of a part 2 to a video I did about a week ago for Kieran in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is the second part. We'll be hearing two songs today. And the first one is Kieran and Terapagos Battle from the channel Pokeli. And then Battle, Terapagos, The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, from the channel Video Game Music Resources, requested by Zaltis over on Patreon. Thank you very much. And I was told to kind of revisit my old Area Zero video I did a while ago, and I did. So let's see if there's any correlation there. And I still think I recall the Kieran video a little bit. It was not that long ago, but since then I've heard plenty of songs. So we'll see. We'll see what this connection is here. But oh, and then one last thing is I was told a little bit of backstory with Kieran, and basically along the lines of you started off as friends and then didn't, pretty much. So quite an arc. All right, this is Kieran and Terapagos. Don't know if Terapagos is a Pokemon or a person. I guess we'll maybe piece it together. From Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I don't know who composed these. We'll find out, or maybe you'll tell me. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is the more mature look. Okay. Oh my god, the bass is going crazy. The indigo disc? Oh, maybe that is a Pokemon. What am I listening to? Whoa. Is that the Pokemon? With a bunch of elements on the back? That looks like a very serious thing. Dude. Imagine being a bass player and then hearing this. Or not being a bass player hearing this. I'm watching. I never get footage, so I'm just like... Holy... fudge. Oh, I love how the beat is slow too, but like the bass is like wickedly fast. Hold on, let me see if there's any information about this. No, I'll look later. Oh man, they're like constant rhythm changes. It's hard to keep up. It's so melodic. We're halfway done. Oh my. If I were to ever put in like a Hall of Fame bass VGM songs, I think this is like a given. Holy dude, that is great. I want to believe that's a human playing. But either way, just the composition of the bass is so cool. And I love how the synths are like turned down. This is insane. I'm so like captivated by this song that I already forgot about the other two. Like I was trying to like look out for maybe some motifs, and they might be there, but right now I'm just like in the moment of this one. I'm gonna have to revisit this one later. Damn, dude. For a game that I hear from every one of you that is very buggy and kind of a mess, soundtrack is like A+. Such a cool channel, the way it's all laid out and like how the scenes go in and out. This is such a great channel. What a great song. I have no idea what to say. I'm kind of nervous. It's gonna end in 3 seconds, and it just ends. What am I supposed to say to that? I have nothing in my mind. I'm being completely honest. I have nothing in my mind. I'm gonna just improvise as I usually do, but how can you get critical hits even at a time like this? What are you, the hero of the story? I don't know what made me decide to pause there. I just clicked randomly. But I feel like that line right there is pretty telling of this character. Somewhat fourth wall breaking and just, I don't know. Dude. Well, just a quick backstory, if you're unaware. But I mean, this is the obvious stuff. I listen to a lot of, not only music on my own time and just, my daily life, but like, for this channel, it's kind of, unfortunately, it's a, in 1 year and out the other type of thing. So that's why I focus so hard during it, because I know as soon as this one's done and I'm done yapping about it, just for example, in this very same video, I have another song, right? So for that couple of minutes, those 4, 5, 6 minutes, I try to cherish them as much as I can. Not only for people waiting, but also I'm just try to extract as much as I can in that time, because I know I'm gonna more or less forget it. Not because my memory sucks, but because this is so much. There's so many songs, and and it's just, anyways. So, but there's times like this where I just can't help but feel very human. If that makes any sense. And just enjoy the song. Like brain off, maybe not try to decipher it and pull it apart musically or anything. That's what's going through my head. What's going through my head is that there's nothing in my head. So while that song was happening, maybe half an hour prior to this, I reheard some of the Area Zero theme, not all of it, but like most of it. And I do remember it was like electronic and had a big like synth slow chords, which I really liked. I remember I put my sunglasses on, so I enjoyed it. So I did catch the like electronic speed of it, more or less. But I didn't catch any motifs, so I don't know if there was any. And then the other Kieran videos, which I just did, that was somehow harder to retain as well, because not only was that a week ago, which isn't that long, but considering how many songs I've done since then, but that was 3 songs in that video. So not only did I have to remember one, I had to remember the next 2 like right after each other. So I'm trying to explain why, like, maybe someone might be like, how can you not remember what just happened a week ago or something? That's why. So with all that said, to me, and plus how amazing this sounded, all that went out the window, and very quickly within the first 20 seconds, I stopped trying to care about the old ones, and just, here's the way I see it. Yes, it's a filmed reaction, and I get this only one chance to do it, but at the same time, I can rewatch this later with let's say I study these videos later, like in a live stream or something, and then and then just kind of laugh at my reaction, and then piece all the songs together and like, oh yeah, that was there. Oh yeah, I totally wasn't paying attention because I couldn't. I'm rambling because I have nothing to say, but I was really impressed by that. Basically, if you couldn't tell, it didn't sound. Oh man, how do I say this? It sounded so Pokemon, yet it didn't at the same time. I don't know what to expect with Pokemon, really. It's so diverse, and I praised it multiple times for it just going kind of above and beyond as far as genres, and it seems like they really, 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 I don't know what the term for this is. They just don't joke around when it comes to the soundtrack. They take it very seriously. Nothing goes unnoticed. Everything is super polished, perfectly executed. It sounds so tight. I don't know. In a way, I want to say that since we grow with this character, I guess, you know, I've seen him physically grow older. At least I'm pretty sure. I want to say that it feels as though the songs got a little more complex with him as well. So it seems like, from what I'm told, that, you know, he got complex, and either whether that's a misunderstanding or whatever. Obviously, he changed from the moment we met him. That seems to be kind of undeniable. And it seems like the music is kind of going along with their emotions. You know, if from what I'm guessing, the send them in kind of a chronological order, which I don't know if that's true, but if that's my guess, then at this point it's kind of like reached its climax, and this music has a bit of a reflective quality to it. See, now things are coming into my head now that I can start the ball going, but they're guesses at the end of the day. While complex and quick, the song had a lot of like human emotion attached to it. So the bass is going nuts, and obviously that was a standout. And I feel like the bass kind of represented the sort of emotional state they may be in at this point. But the whole rest of the song is a little bit more of how they used to be. I know I was thinking like way too deep into it, but maybe. Because the song wasn't all chaotic and nonsense. It was structured quite well. You know? So that's I guess that's my guess and my thoughts on it. No idea what where the Terapagos comes in. Like, it seemed like he acquired them at some point, because they had another Pokemon or something. I don't know. So I'm sure you guys will tell me all the lore. We still have another song to go though. Jeez. This is Battle Terapagos. Kieran's name is not in here anywhere. All I can guess is that this is a very big deal Pokemon. Looks mystical. This one's quite long, so we better strap in. This is the Terapagos battle from Scarlet and Violet. Composed by Go. Have I ever heard the name Go? I've never heard the name. So this is maybe a solo fight with a Pokemon? Don't know who this is. Every song I hear from Pokemon sounds like they're trying to top the last one. Like they keep challenging themselves to do it. I don't know how else to put it besides that. I don't know why, but the choir... When I hear choir in games, it feels like it's towards the end of the game. It's more serious. But really could be anywhere. But to me it sounds more... This part right here sounds like a Toho song. Do Toho fans and Pokemon fans ever intertwine? Are there fans of both? Yeah, this sounds like Toho right here. Then again, I just heard Toho not too long ago, so... recency bias. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up the composer. That name sounds so familiar. I like the ship right here. He's been at Game Freak since '93? Oh, so he's a Pokemon legend. He did Pokemon Pinball? I had that game. Woo, that game. Oh, so it seems like their first big thing was gold and silver. And he wasn't there at the very, very beginning, but pretty much just about. But he's been there since. Okay. So I didn't get to experience his compositions until the channel. When I was a kid, it was just what's his name? Junichi Masuda. Kind of a short loop. The whole song sounds very... I don't want to say intense. I'm trying to think of a synonym. I feel focused. I feel like I should be focusing. Maybe again, that's like the Toho sound. But just looking at these two, assuming they're both in the fight, they don't seem like a good time to fight against. And the reason I can't like keep my eyes off of this one because of all the symbols on their back. That just looks like if you played any RPG, that just looks menacing. Like they can switch between at any time or something. And you constantly have to, yeah, that's my guess. It's like it's just a constant, like roulette. And if I recall correctly, you can't really choose... You can't change your party, or your Pokemon, I guess. In a fight, I should say. Like, you pick... I'm getting flashbacks from my first game, my only game I played. Toby Fox and Go, that's... What a collaboration. This one I can't tell where its face is. I think it's that, but it kind of looks like a mouse. maybe the face is back here. I'm trying to think, like, what's Kieran have to do with any of this? Whoa. Wasn't expecting that. Considering this is at the end of the song, maybe this is like post-battle scene? Like a fanfare type of thing? That sounds utopia. If there ever was a time for me to depend on the commenters, now is it. Because both those songs, I just felt like I was on a journey for like, what was that combined? Like 12 minutes, something like that? Put it in my perspective. I went from never hearing about Kieran ever in my life to hearing 3 songs involving him, to a week later hearing 1, possibly 2 songs also relating to them. Total stranger character to me. Was told bits and pieces through the comments. Meanwhile, I'm like thinking of how I relate to this game, which I don't, but you know, my only experience with Yellow, I started to have flashbacks as well, you know, me playing, and I started to just kind of make a lot of guesses, because all I can do is really guess here. And my guess, damn, I really don't know. My guess is either we were both on the hunt for this Terapagos, like this. It seems like this Pokemon is like a mystical creature that is so sought after, or we weren't, but Kieran was, and we were trying to kind of prevent that from happening. Either way, the whole thing I'm feeling is like kind of classic. I don't want to say classic bad guy thing, but like obviously they want this thing, this power, and we just are kind of trying to prevent that type of thing. But then at some point in this song, it seems like Kieran isn't involved at all. So, and then I have to remember. Okay, Jesse, you played Yellow, and then before that was Red and Blue, and in Red and Blue, there was obviously differences, which this series still seems to do with Scarlet and Violet. So now I see this picture, I'm like, okay, maybe Terapagos is the Violet version of whatever I'm trying to say, and whoever that is the Scarlet version of what I'm trying to say. That's what it feels like. This doesn't look nearly as menacing as that one, and that's just basing it off looks. Just let me know. But when I see this, in my little experience with RPGs and Pokemon, that looks frightening. Terapagos looks frightening, which I'm guessing that's Terapagos. Because strictly on how it looks, the tails are, yeah, all the like hair coming out of it looks very much like you found it in some mystical cave with crystals and it's just in there somewhere. The kind of tortoiseshell looking thing with looks like all the elements. Yeah, that doesn't look, that looks very almost godlike kind of, you know, thing. I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to piece it together, and then how that correlates with Kieran. And I guess I could like rewatch this to see this battle, because I did notice Terapagos is there. Oh look, there's actually crystals there. Maybe I wasn't too far off. Maybe some of this kind of like seeped into my subconscious. When I watched like the videos on the Pokeli site. It's like I'm kind of half paying attention because I know it's not the full video. It's like cut up in pieces, but also my focus is not the context per se, which, you know, still baffles people. Like mostly newer people. They're like, why don't you watch videos to these? It's like, well, it's not the focus. I'm trying to guess through the music, and I'm trying to get through the journey of the music. Having answers to everything right away is just so like normalized, and I don't know. It's just not the focus here. So I don't know what I care about. Just FYI. So it's more fun to just kind of piece together stuff, and if the guess is correct, cool. And if it's not, also cool, because then I can get to hear from directly from the consumers, which is you guys. Okay. So kind of fill me in on the whole Indigo disc. Who are these two? What does Kieran have to do with it? I'm sure there's spoilers in there, but you know, it seems very interesting. It's something for me to think about, because I have such little experience with Pokemon, and yet I have some experience at all, which is so rare for me to say on this channel at all about any game or anything I do here. Almost 90% of the time I have zero experience with all these things. Zero. But knowing how much time I put into that original Pokemon, I played the hell out of Pokemon Yellow. Like I remember every song. I just remember that game quite a bit. But then immediately after that, like my phase with Pokemon was over. So that's what I mean. Like I literally know nothing. I pretty much know nothing about the series, except Generation 1. Okay, I'm talking too much. So yeah, that's the part 2 to the Kieran saga, I guess. Also, let me know if Kieran appears. I don't know if Pokemon reuses characters. I know it's a dumb question, because I'm pretty sure Ash has been here and there. But from what I've kind of noticed, it just popped in my head right now. Every game I've seen in like footage, it seems to be like a whole new cast. So I guess that's my noob question for the day: is every Pokemon its own self-contained story, or is it all the same world type of thing? I don't know. You guys fill me in. I'm the noob. Thank you to Zaltis for the request. Both great songs. I really, really love this first one with all the bass. I love the bass in the second one as well. The whole electronic pulse to it. Very cool. I don't know. I'm just really impressed when it comes to Pokemon music. I almost don't know what to say each time. It's a little intimidating. That is Kieran and Terapagos. Cool. Thank you to you guys for watching. Thanks to my Patrons you see here. I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy out there.